In a world swallowed by fog, only one thing still reaches the sky. The tree provides, it protects, and it must prevail. Welcome to a new private demo of DarkSwitch, a mix of a vertical city builder, colony sim, and tower defense game. Can we build strong enough defenses, adapt our strategy, and protect our people? Well, today we're going to find out. And what's exciting is that when this game releases, it will have over 12 hours of single-player campaign, over 80 unique buildings and structures for a fully customizable colony, and also 40 minutes of music by Akira Yamaoka. So with that, let's go ahead and dive into this private demo and see what it has to offer. Years ago, violent shroud surges began ravaging our world. They overwhelmed and engulfed. Oh, okay. And with the fog came horrors beyond comprehension. We gotta read fast. That is why, by the personal decree of Archon Valfidus, we founded the settlement we call Alarin. Here we conduct vital research and study the shroud's nature, to uncover its secrets and to forge weapons against this unrelenting threat. All right, here we are. Now, I'm really looking forward to this because I love the whole mix of fantasy and steampunk, which seems to be very prevalent in this game. And on top of that, of course, music by Akira Yamaoka. Oh, so good. I'm already liking what I'm hearing just from the menu and here alone, let alone 40 minutes throughout the game. I'm so down for that. And now recently, too, we've been playing a lot of like colony sim type games like Flotsam, and Hotel Architect kind of falls in there a little bit. It's more management, but still. And so I've been loving these games. So this is really exciting to jump into yet another kind of colony management sim. So welcome to DarkSwitch. To make your journey through the lands and air currents of Nilay, not only interesting, but also comfortable, we have prepared descriptions of important elements of the game's interface for you. Would you like to go through the tutorial? You know, honestly, not a bad idea. The residence indicator shows total population for your settlement, as well as how many of them have permanent jobs. Interesting. Right now, you have 55 residents who are not assigned to any task. The camera switch button allows you to select the viewing method. Okay. So a free camera is convenient for studying objects on the ground. Otherwise, you can switch between locales and stuff. Okay. Or just go around the tree. Because yes, your city is in a tree, which is also actually really cool. Time and game speed. The clock shows the time in your settlement, which is up above here. For example, at 8, the day shift begins and ends at 2000. After which the residents who have finished working will have a snack and go to sleep. Okay. You can also see next to the clock how many days you have already been in Alarin. We have our resource panel as well. So that's up here. A lot of different resources too. From what I understand, it's 10 total. 5 that are processed and 5 that are unprocessed. The resource panel displays the materials collected by the residents. Resources are divided into basic resources, raw food, wood, iron, gas, and solar. And advanced resources, rations, boards, steel, gasoline, and crystal. Is it Toilers? Toilers Chief Mathon. I already like the artwork. That looks really cool. I like these images, really nice. Master Ethnarch, the postal bird, has brought ill tidings. The bureaucrats of Sorago write that food shipments from the capital shall cease. Furthermore, they demand that we send a report of our activities here. Ethnarch Tessin, hello, look at me. I'm beautiful. So, Archon Valfidus is losing power. Right. What about our supplies? He sounds like he really cares. Like, dude, I don't care. Where are our supplies at? The food will last for 3 days, Monsieur Ethnarch, but there are mushrooms on the tree above the platform. Not the most nutritious food, but when there's nothing better, begin gathering them. Oh, look at them go. Edible mushrooms. Oh, everyone's going to be tripping. Send workers to gather mushrooms. Collect food from the mushroom patch. Wow, look at this. Yeah, so these are the lands around the tree. And as you can see, there is a fog that is starting to consume the land. You see that sort of red lightning through it. I'm going to assume that's not good. And from what I understand, it'll keep getting closer and closer to our civilization. So we have a scout base here. Scouts are different from other working residents. You assemble a squad once, after which you can send it on various missions as many times as you want. Scouts are not assigned to a shift, but like other residents, they live according to a schedule. Spend your rations and assemble a squad of scouts by clicking on the plus button in the scout base menu. So it seems like you could probably have scouts go out to give you an idea of like what's going on with the fog, any sort of events that pop up around you, maybe resources as well. So we can create a scout team. This requires rations and time to get ready. Well, right now we have like 55 people, so that's totally doable. And it looks like you can break down things that you build or that are already built for you. Free scout groups, okay. To send scouts to scout the area, select the desired point of interest and press the button with the image of a leg. Okay. Ah, that one there. Next to this button is the cost of the expedition. Yeah, we see the people busily working away. So we have Forest House. So the different tenants, the number of people, their class, toilers, rangers, craftsmen. Another forest house, another forest house. This is a woodpile, okay. So you can add a certain number of people if you want. All right, and what's this here? Nothing we can click on, okay. Council chamber. Ah, okay, so this is where all of our storage is. So we can see how many resources and whatnot. Okay, cool. The sound effects are not bad, they're just a little too loud. Another wood pile, another wood pile, okay. Ah, here we go. Okay, so this is where the mushrooms are. Most buildings require assigning workers to shifts. They won't function without them. You can add a worker to a shift by clicking on the icon of the worker type you need. So we don't want to do the rangers, I guess. These are probably the toilers. So I'm going to assume we want whoever this person is. Okay, so we can just... yeah, keep adding. At the start of the game, excuse me, you have two shifts, day shift and night shift. Each worker can only be assigned to one shift at a time before resting. Okay, so we have day with the sun, and then the moon is night. Okay. The efficiency panel shows how well the current shift is performing. You can see the hourly and daily resource production rates, which is great. So if you don't feel like you're making enough in time, you can, of course, boost the number of people working. Or if you think you have a surplus and you want to put people to something else, you can then decrease it. You want to make sure they're happy too, because as it says, the worse your workers' morale, the more frequent workplace accidents become. Oh, good. Workers are divided into three classes: toilers, artisans, and rangers. Okay, so these are toilers, these are artisans then, I'm assuming. For example, laborers are the most efficient at harvesting fungi from the tree's bark. Oh, so maybe these aren't artisans, and I guess these are laborers? But they say there are three classes. They say toilers, artisans, and rangers. Each class has, preferred jobs, okay? And unsuitable jobs. For example, laborers are the most efficient at harvesting okay, so where do laborers fall into toilers, artisans, and rangers? I guess toilers? Yeah, I don't know. That seems a little confusing, but maybe I'm just not picking up on it right now. It sounds like they're listing three core classes and then like a subclass, but it's not very clear. Buildings that gather raw food, ergo fungus gathering posts, operate indefinitely. Their food sources replenish over time. Well, that's handy at least. Again, not super nutritious, probably won't make a lot of people happy, but they'll be fed. Okay, so as we have 55 people, we have 4 working the day shift. We can have 2 working the night shift, and you can actually put your cursor over the icon and then click and it'll subtract them. Oh, Jesus, went right through the tree. Hello, okay. So that zoom is pretty powerful. You can, of course, rotate, which is very cool. You have anything on the back of the tree? As you can see, you can really, like, build up, it looks like. There is room, because you have that verticality. Trying to get it to rotate the way I need it to, but it's taking a big turn. There we go. What is up here? We don't know. The source of power? I'm not sure. Interesting, okay. Alright, so we have 2 people in the wood pile there. We have 8 of 10 mushrooms collected. So, edible mushrooms. These mushrooms taste like shoe leather and reek of rot. Delicious. No wonder several workers fell ill after eating them. Oh no. Let's boil them. Good idea. The toxins will break down during boiling. They won't taste any better, but at least they'll be safe to eat. Alright, the build menu will allow you to build new buildings in the settlement. By clicking the hammer button, you will see the building categories available to you. You can build a kitchen by selecting the leftmost category, food. So hover over an image of a building, you will see its description and price, as well as find out what surface it can be built on. A kitchen can be built anywhere, but now it is worth building on a trunk. In comparison to a what? Isn't everything on a trunk because it's a tree? Or am I crazy? Do you mean like embedded into the trunk itself maybe, or? I'm not really sure. Okay. Interesting. Oh yeah, look at that. So they go up this, like, I don't know if it's like a spiral staircase. Oh my goodness, sorry. The zoom is a bit overpowerful. Really jumps. So it looks like they come all the way up here, cross over, go up here, and go from there. Oh, okay. That's pretty cool. When you select a building to build on the trunk, you will see its translucent silhouette. So red, you can't do it. Green, you can. Or if you don't have enough resources as well, that'll tell you. Alright, so just click with left mouse button. Food. Social. Actually, what do we have under social? Does it say? Eh, it won't tell me. Okay. Oh no, there we go. I see it's up here. Okay, so social right now is just the forest house. Cookery processes raw food into rations. Also, here residents can receive and eat these rations. Tree platforms ground. And price is 40 wood. Ah, okay, so it'll actually show you, it'll give you that little green spotted area on where you can place it. Oh, that's neat. Oh, that's so cool. So it instantly builds a spiral staircase to the side of it. But then if it's like along the same horizontal line as another stairwell, it'll create a bridge between the two. That's cool. I like that. Or it'll just connect it like that if it's right above it. Oh, neat. Okay. I like that. That's really cool. All right, let's do that. Now, we don't have any builders for it yet, so we need to assign that, I'm sure, right? Oh, okay, buildings 404. So automatically. Oh yeah, look at that go. Yep, and here they come. Okay, so builders are automatically assigned, it looks like. Oh yeah, each sort of class has their own very specific look. That's really cool. Like, it's not just their profile icon, but actually their character model. Like, the rangers are cloaked. I'm going to assume the artisan or laborer is the one with the lamp in front of them. Alright, so we're building a cookery, and we have to produce a ration at the cookery 10. Oh my goodness, the camera. Ugh. Okay, so we want to get people in there. Oh, wait. No. Oh, nice. Okay, so it tells you that we have 25 of this group of people, which I'm going to assume are the laborers. We have 15 of the rangers, but 10 are being used right now. Or we have 10 left, I should say. I think we have 19 left of the builders. And then of the toilers, maybe? I don't know. I actually can't tell which is which now. So we have... Let's assume max. So now we have 11 left. Okay, that's cool. I like that. So it's fairly clear on how many you have left. It shouldn't ideally be a surprise where you're like, oh no, I need more people all of a sudden. We can see our efficiency up here. Yeah, I will say, visually, the game is very pretty. The sound effects are very good. The music's very good, though the sound effects are a bit too loud because I actually have it down below, I think it's like around 40% or 30%. It's still very loud on my end. The zoom is a little much as well. It's a little aggressive. Like if I want to just peek in a little bit more, I can't. I leap into the tree. Okay, great. So we have 7 of 15 mushrooms left. Oh, because it's nighttime, we don't have anyone. So let's add in folks there. Now, it looks like the fog is starting to roll in more. I love the sort of red lightning effect. Very, very nice. Makes it very clear on what you're seeing. And now that it's nighttime too, like you can see it roll in more. You're getting like bassier sounds. Feels very unnerving. 3 red signals from the northeast at once? It means the neighboring outpost, Ignalis, has fallen. Right now we can't help them. The ruins where Ignalis stood are 5 days' march away. Even if we send rangers after fighting through the fog, thick with shroud spawn and ancient relics, they'd be the ones needing rescue. Lauren has a mission and it comes before anything else. Alas, it's every man for himself. Interesting, I love the little, like, event pop-ups. That's very cool. Kind of gives me vibes of, like, Frostpunk a little bit. A smaller silhouette next to the building is a possible extension. Extensions will become available to you later with the study of technologies. You're not obliged to leave space for an extension, but then its construction will not be available in the future. Some of Ignalis' residents might have survived. If survivors reach us, we must take them in. Oh, this woman's seen some stuff, you can tell. You want to take them in? Do you remember what the fog does to people? Do you want mad refugees burning down half of Alarin? We will help them if it doesn't harm the research. Besides, we can't keep sleeping in tents. We need proper houses. What if we just chopped some down? Before you continue, Matan, remember, hacking flesh from the tree is not only sacrilege, but a crime. Even though Sarago is far away, Messiar Ethnarch won't allow it. Right. Well, he's like, well, okay, I guess I won't. Yeah. Thanks for speaking for me. This tree produces solarium, so I forbid even touching it with an axe without master supervision. I won't tolerate such barbarism. Cut trees on the ground. Your settlement is a small light in the middle of a dangerous world. The difficulties and adversities that will visit you will certainly affect the mood of the residents. The bar at the top of the screen shows the current level of fear in the settlement. So, not too bad thus far, but... With a high level of fear, the efficiency of workers decreases, and if the bar fills completely, you lose. So it is kind of like Frostpunk in some ways. Okay. The fear of settlement increases when your villagers gain negative ailments and decreases when they lose them. Story events and your choices can also increase or decrease the level of fear. So scout base where groups have no missions 1, buildings with no workers 3, homeless 31, so we need more houses, physically ill 8. Oh boy. Alright, so we will gather wood, because it sounds like we need to build some homes. We've used a great deal of wood for construction. At this rate, scavenging from the ruins won't be enough. We'll have to take the risk to send and harvest timber. It's dangerous if we're unlucky enough to encounter a Sarago air patrol. Proceed with caution. Also, we might find a secluded spot by the lake to build a fishing shed. We can't survive on mushrooms alone. So yeah, you will have to send people down to the ground. Fun! So we need to explore 2 locations on the map. Housing for everyone. Gather a wood? Gather a wood from stacks or chop it in the forest. Yeah, so let's go ahead and... Can we send group? They're ready. Doesn't seem like I can send group. Requirements. What are they missing? Rations or... I don't know what the requirement is. Okay. Well, there you go. Scout team ready. Okay, so can we only send people to the highlighted POIs? I guess so. So I guess before I was trying to send them to just any spot, but you can't do that. You have to wait, I guess, for these to pop up? I'm assuming? Unfortunately, I can't send group, and it says requirements and we don't meet it, so I have no idea. Rations, maybe? Let's see. Rations. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's get more food pumping. Ah, okay, we're out of mushrooms, so we're trying to wait for them to renew. Never a dull moment. Alright, so the POIs will have to wait. Gather wood from stacks, which we are doing. Chop it in the forest. Well, we have 44 or 50 wood already, so that's fantastic. Forest house. Food. Alright, well, I won't start building yet. I want to make sure we hit that 50 mark. Because some games won't see it. And so, if you do anything before you meet that quota, and you try to build something, you can build it, but then you have to try to get back up to that quota again before you can complete that part of the quest. Not saying it'll happen here, but you just never know. Ooh, nighttime sounds are creepy. Very cool, though. Oh yeah, look at the fog approaching. Pushing in closer and closer. Ooh. Okay, so they're not making anything because we don't have rations still, I guess? Or we don't have mushrooms, I should say. Okay, now we do. Cool, so they're pulling the mushrooms. Hopefully they'll make some more rations here. Oh, okay, perfect. We now have 8, so we should be able to send a team out. There we go. Ah, okay. That makes more sense now. So moving to object in about 15 minutes, 60 minutes? Oh no, does that meet? No, minutes and hours, but why is the time going up? Okay, there we go. Oh, look at them go. They're waddling like penguins. And of course, we can speed up time if we so choose. So we still need to build wood. Or I should say, we still need to gather wood, but we need to potentially send people out to cut wood. I don't know if that's why we're sending out the people to the 2 locales, or... I'm guessing so. It must be. All right, explore the shore. Scouts report that the lake shore is gently sloping and the soil is not swampy. We can build a fisherman's shed on it. Mining zone opened. Ooh. So this is interesting because you're going to have to try to manage a lot of buildings going up the tree, but you want to make sure you don't forget about any of the locales that are built out on the ground itself. Because I feel like that could be very easy. Like, you can get lost in all the structures and stuff on the tree that you're like, oh, that's right, we had a whole fishing camp here, and we had a whole this and that over there. Fisherman's shed can only be built on the bank of the river. Otherwise, fishermen will not be able to reach the shoals of fish. To construct this building, drag its model across the highlighted surface until it turns green. So for some folks, this might seem like a little intimidating already, especially if you don't really play these types of games. And this is actually a bit different, for sure. But it's definitely one of those things where you just have to play it by ear, just, you know, trial and error. Figure out what works, what doesn't work. Ooh, okay, so a path will actually be created that goes across water and across land all the way to the building and back. Oh, that's cool. Okay, so we're waiting for... Yep, there we go. There's the builders. Oh, that looks so cool. I love that. Ah, those sounds, though, from the fog. Creepy. Alright, we're going to send the group to the second POI. Oh, that's funny. They're going to go all the way up, across, all the way down, and then down here. Hey, you know what? I guess whatever works. If it's safe, go for it. Okay, so if construction is in progress and you realize, oh, no, we don't need that, or whatever, then you can actually cancel it. Perfect. I'm curious if there's a way to make these smaller, because they take up a lot of real estate on the screen. Ooh, okay, so morning comes and the fog retracts a little bit. All right, duly noted. So the yellow bar is the progress bar. Okay, we should definitely start building homes. So let's do that. We have way too many people that are homeless right now. Explore the woods. This area is well suited for a lumberjack's hut. If we build a warehouse nearby, labor productivity will increase. Workers won't have to carry logs over long distances. Ooh. Ranger Commander Rodimer. Ethnarch, we spotted a smoke signal beyond the nearby forest. It's gone now. Probably a flare burned out. A flare? You're saying there are people on the ground below, near Alarin? No, I'd say someone dropped cargo from a Skywalker. I'm sorry, what? Interesting. Cool. Okay, so you can have events just pop up. Some will be POIs to let you know, hey, you should go explore this and see what resources are there, or if you can build something there to gather resources. There are going to be times where events happen and you just go, okay, we need to keep, an eye out for like survivors and be aware of what's happening around us just so we can kind of build and manage accordingly. Warehouses allow you to store more resources. After building a new warehouse, you must choose the resource that will be stored in it. If you don't assign this resource, the warehouse will be empty. Okay. Each warehouse stores 200 units of the selected resource. Later, after studying the technologies, you can increase the capacity of the warehouse. Also, the proximity of warehouses increases the effect of production. By building a warehouse next to the sawmill, you will increase the output of your lumberjacks. Okay, I've heard of other games doing stuff like this, so that makes sense. If the building is connected to the council chamber through the chain of warehouses, the effect will be even greater. Oh, okay, so ideally you want to build a warehouse up near the council chamber or near the workstation, basically. So like if we wanted to collect fish, we could put a warehouse here. For wood, we could put a warehouse at the lumberjack location. Or we could just put it up here if we have room. Excellent, now we have fish. And don't forget to build a warehouse next to the fisherman's shed. A warehouse? For fish? You want to feed every guzzle in the area? Bad idea. Calm down, boys. We'll build the storages on the lower platform. We've been wanting to expand it for a while, and we have the materials. So different buildings can be built on different surfaces, on the trunk of the tree, on the surface, or the platform. Some buildings can only be built on a platform. To create a platform, select the main building of the settlement, the council chamber. Okay, well, we'll get there in a second. Demanding so much already, jeez. Okay, so we're waiting for our scout team to return, and then we can send them out here. All right, so we do want to start sending people over here. Residents get to their places of work on foot. Until they reach the building, they do not participate in its work. A building's efficiency doesn't take into account the time spent commuting. Very fair. If you build houses in which residents sleep and kitchens in which they eat near remote workplaces, you will significantly increase the output of buildings. But I also feel like you put those workers at risk potentially. Potentially. You can configure the loot zone for a building by clicking the corresponding button in the window. Don't forget, the longer it takes for workers to commute, the less time they will have to work. Well, maybe if they show up on time, instead of leaving on, you know, when they're supposed to arrive, that kind of thing. Jeez. All right, we'll throw on 3 fishermen. We have 8 workers left, so... Nope. Well, we'll say daytime for now is enough. We have people on mushrooms, we have people on fish. Okay, so build. Forest house. Select a free area. Well, I'm trying. Okay, so R to rotate. Nice. Okay. Oh, look at that. Yep, and they connect the platform. That's really cool looking. Hey, you could tell a ton of thought has been put into this game and into the world building and everything. Alright, so we're sending scouts out to there now. We have 16 rations. Perfect. Beer is slowly going up, but it's not terrible. At least not yet. A lumberjack hut. Hi. The refugees from Ignalis. People can barely stand on their feet. It's astonishing they managed to make it this far. No one can properly explain what happened. Some speak of settlers suddenly attacking each other, others about waves of fog swallowing entire patrols whole. There are many wounded among the arrivals, but even more madmen. Bound lunatics drool, cackle wildly, and babble incoherent words. The fog has consumed their minds. We've seen this before. Offer the refugees shelter. They need help. Send the refugees away. They may be a threat. I mean, we do need people to start building and gathering, right? Refugees from Ignalis are climbing up to our tree. Some with tears of joy, some with visible relief, and others with an unnatural indifference on their faces. Since we've taken them in, we must provide all necessities. We need to build healing quarters. Fear increased. I mean, understandable. When a resident goes too long without food, they become hungry. If your settlement has a functioning cookery with available food, hungry residents will automatically go there to eat. As long as you don't eat each other. If there's no food available or no cookery to distribute it, a hungry resident will eventually become starving. After 24 hours without food, they will die. Damn. All right. Residents eat rations made from raw food. Their value improves as you progress. While residents can eat raw food directly, this is inefficient and may cause illness. Oh, hi. Okay, what are we doing? Okay, so those are the folks from Ignalis. Boy, they are hauling. This isn't even sped up. This is normal speed. Holy crap. Okay. Now, before so rudely interrupted, we gonna cut some trees. Gonna cut some trees. And we'll put a warehouse here. You know what? Let's put it here. Drop site. This is expected supply, or this is expected supply shipment? What? There's even a note wishing us success. Velfitus's people remain fiercely loyal to him. So we get steel, rations, wooden planks, gasoline, and solar. Heck yeah. Alright, so sometimes we get supply crates. I will totally take it. You've received a shipment of valuable steel. Steel's an advanced resource that can replace iron. Advanced resources are typically refined from basic resources. Another key advantage is that each resource has its own storage limit, meaning you can stockpile up to 100 iron and 100 steel even without building additional warehouses. Alright, so at this point we were really hurting for wood. We still kinda are. Okay, yeah, so they went through the stockpile of wood. We'll finish that one up. Now, once this warehouse gets completed, I need to assign wood to it. As for the fishery, I need to assign another warehouse, but I need to build it first. So let's go ahead, build. We also need a healing quarters. Warehouse, there we go. Height difference is too great. What? Select a free... What are you talking about? Qua? Okay, well, whatever then. Oh, okay, so it has to be just within range. So I guess as long as you get those lines, maybe? It's considered connected? I don't know. I'm a little confuzzled on that. Because didn't they say you need to put it near the chamber? On platforms? Oh, okay, that's right. We need to build the platform. That's right. Okay, so we're going to fill this with wood. And we now have more people because of the folks from Ignalis. So that works really well for us now. Alright, I don't see any more POIs yet, so scouts can chill. Forest housing, there we go. Oop. They might need healing, maybe? I need healing. Alright, let's do another forest house here for the workers. Ooh, scary time. Oh, wait. Could these be one of the platforms? Can we build on here? Nay. Height difference is too great. Okay, well... I remember them mentioning about a platform. I just don't remember how to do it now, because so many things popped up all at once. Oh, platforms. Here we go. Select a free area. And attach it to the trunk. Select a free area. Okay. I guess here? Question mark? And that's where the fish can go? Otherwise, I have no idea. I don't quite understand the platform thing yet. Okay, well, we'll assign fish to that. Messer, the workers are complaining of panic attacks at night. Many hear whispers and moans. The fog has grown more active. Very well. Light the flame guards near the buildings. They should protect the people at night. We're building flame guards? I guess we are. Okay. That is true. Like, so the solarium that the tree makes, it's like sort of light versus darkness in this game. Just like with Frostpunk, it's the heat versus the cold. But first, we really need to do a healing quarters, so... Cookery's there. Well, I guess we could put the healing quarters here, not far from the food, so they can get healed and then eat, or eat then heal kind of thing. Okay, so I need more wood. I need to build 2 more houses, and I need wood. Build a storage depot on the platform. Okay, well then, never mind. Cancel that. I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know how to do that. Expand the lower platform. What do you mean? How? How I do? Well, let's set up 2 flame guards. As we should have the resources now. Okay, we'll build that. The Archon's last message specifically appointed you, Tessin. Get used to making tough calls. But I always have everyone's best interests at heart. I work for them. There will always be discontent. Many hope to return home to Sorago on the next Skywalker, but we're stuck here for a long time. I liked being a simple researcher much better. Fair. Oh my goodness. Okay, all the pop-ups. What should we do with the insane? A couple of the insane refugees managed to break free. They shouted that the darkness had crawled into their guts and stirred there. Ugh. And only the fire could purge them. They tried to set themselves on fire and burnt down one of the buildings. Well, son of a... Send the mad ones to the healing quarters. They are insane, not criminals. Drive the insane from the settlement. We provide medical care. Only 4 citizens. Alright, well, let's try to heal them. It was unexpectedly difficult to calm the insane ones down and restrain them to their beds, but the healers say the worst is over. The fog hasn't taken their minds entirely, and they can be healed. Heck yeah. Alright, we'll get a flame guard there. So builders are assigned. We're just waiting for them to get there to build. Alright, if a building is shrouded in fog, it can begin to become infected. Accidents occur in the building, stopping work until the damage is repaired. The more a building is trapped in fog, the more accidents occur in it. Stained glass windows and other light sources protect ground structures from infection and slowly heal buildings. The buildings on the trunk heal themselves. Oh, okay, that's cool. Alright, let's get a ranger there and there. The fires are lit. The warm light of the flame guards bring comfort. At night, people feel much calmer. The maddening whispers emanating from the shroud are no longer heard, though the nights are growing darker. I like the artwork. So far, the artwork is looking pretty solid. Fire does not betray. Well, it depends who you ask. I mean, if you're a log cabin, if you're a theater in the... say 1800s, fire's kind of a bad thing. Okay, cool. So people should feel protected, more or less. Alright, all those people are housed. We don't have anyone working at night, but to be honest, I'm almost okay with that. I guess we could have one person working and let him go hustle, hustle, hustle. Like a penguin. Okay. Cool, they're storing wood in the warehouse. Our wood supply is low. We can't erect buildings and construct skywalkers without wood. So please build another lumberjack hut and cut a tree or 2. Okay, so we need 30 wood. I think we're close though, right? Yeah, we're at 24 right now. This is tough though, because we also need houses. We still have several houses we have to build. Oh, healing quarters. We need to assign people. My bad. I am so sorry. There we go. Alright, so we have fish going, we have mushrooms going. I think food is one of our biggest things right now besides wood, so make sure those are both constantly going as best as possible. So it looks like we're getting about 3.9 wood every in-game hour. Oh, they tell you how many's left, so you can actually go through the resources. Alright, good to know. Makes a lot of sense. There are games out there that don't really look at it like that and just go, well, you're next to trees, trees are just there, just keep chopping wood. Oh yeah, you can see them fishing and everything. I love that. It's really nice to see, like, the people actually doing the thing they should be doing instead of just, like, standing there. Or, like, just wielding a wooden hammer and just banging it against nothing, you know? Nice to have those little details. So expand. Okay, so we still have to do the platform thing. Gather resources. Wood 200. Lack of wood. We have 2 days and 20 hours to do another lumberjack hut. Okay. So we need 30. We are at... How are we at 19? How do we go down? What else did we make? That's crazy to me. Severely physically ill. 9. Interesting. Okay. Maybe the insane? Mentally... Oh, no, that's different. Okay. Huh. Well, clearly, why is the wood going down? Where's the wood going? Oh, hello. What are you? There we go. Now wood jumped back up. It went from... It was weird. It was like... We were at, like, 25, and then 19, then 18, and now we're back up to 26. Okay. A flame more terrible than the fog. Oh, boy. Oh, they look really cool, though. A Luminarchy. Even the name makes many go pale and tremble with fear. With the fire and sword, the Luminarchs spread the word of light to the farthest outposts. They must seek out and punish heretics, whoever and wherever they may be. Why are they here? Don't let them land in Lauren. We're under the Archon's personal protection. Let them look around, but don't let them up. We're not letting them in at all. The Rangers set off to the pier. Their commander walks toward the Luminarch, raising his hand in warning. In a second, he staggers back, pressing his hand to his face. His men draw back. Some drop their weapons and start rubbing their eyes. The Luminarch passes through the designated ranks, keeping his pace. Oh, great. This won't be an easy conversation. Oh, jeez. Hello. I merely blinded your rangers for a few hours with the power of the light. The impertinence deserved far worse. Tell me, did this command come from you? Yes. Here is the credential from Archon Valfidus himself. We are under his personal protectorate? Protectorate. Your authority here. The Luminarchy answers only to the eternal light. 3 signals in the sky. We rushed to them but found only ruins. Those who tried to survive fled here. But fog worshippers may hide among them. Therefore we will test every inhabitant of this settlement on the machine of truth. The will of light shall be carried out at any cost. I do not like you. I don't like you at all. Really don't like them. Okay, where are we at? 24 wood. Okay, we're losing wood again. All right. Well, I need to build another hut. I can't really do much else. Expand the lower platform. Have no idea how to do that. I wish I knew. Oh, there we go. Okay, now we have 30. Let's go. Yeah, there's a lot that's going on, but it's not like a bad thing, you know? It's just, it's very dynamic. There are a lot of layers, a lot of things to think about, a lot of surprises, clearly. For hours, the Luminarchs remained inactive, but then they began detaining the inhabitants of Alarin one by one, leading them aboard their Skywalker for interrogation. Many were tortured. I do not like them. Can we just push them off an edge or something? Resistance was futile, and should the Luminarchs signal for reinforcements, incinerator cruisers would reduce the outpost to ashes within days. All that remained was hope that none of the residents would let slip the true purpose of Alarin. Oh, lovely. They took a few folks. Yep, that's not a good sign. That's not great. Not looking good. Can we just set their ship on fire with all of them on it? Like, I think it's doable. Okay. Alright, so once this lumberjack hut finishes, we'll assign people to it. And hopefully then we'll start really pulling in more wood, so that way we can build the rest of the houses. I need to figure out this platform. Yeah, I would say if you're really into Frostpunk, definitely give this game a look. The art is very pretty. It's very high fantasy meets steampunk, which is really cool. It seems like they put a lot of detail into the world, into the people, into the groups of people and stuff, which is really neat to see. Okay, so we need a warehouse, right? We need 50 wood. And it says to expand the platform, but I don't... Platforms. Only on platforms or ground. Height difference is too great. What? Okay, so... Where am I building this? Maybe constructed only on platforms or the ground. I mean... Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that done, because I just, for some reason, I'm just not seeing what they're looking for me to do. Because they want me to extend the platform, but I can't build a platform from what I can tell? Okay, so we have another hut. That's actually, I think, all of our people for this group here. Though the Rangers aren't really doing much. I mean, we can just throw Rangers on here whether they like it or not. The production won't be as good, but... I feel like it's better than not having anyone at all. Oh, nice. You can actually see the trees falling down and stuff as they go through. That's cool. But yeah, if you really like what you see, you can check out the link in the description section of this video where you can check out the public demo. You can also go ahead and wishlist the game for yourself. Now, we do have another POI here. In the distance, we see a campfire, most likely refugees from Ignalis. They're certainly in need of aid. So we could form a group at the Scouts. So we put them together, and then we can send them over there. So you really have to keep an eye out for POIs that pop up, because you won't always be told. I think that just in the initial beginning, we were kind of... It was highlighted to us because of the whole sort of like... Getting you, like, through a tutorial in a way to get you set up. But as you can see, there's politics, there's intrigue that pops up between different people, different factions. Anything or anyone can show up. There's going to be different needs, whether it's more food, more wood, protection, different POIs to explore so you can get supplies or more people, or come across a major headache. So with that, we're at 50 wood right now. We need to gather, well, now it's actually technically a total of 90 that we've collected while having the lack of wood mission up. So we need to collect 200 in 2 days and 7 hours. And then we can, once we hit 200, hopefully build the rest of the houses that we need. Maybe figure out how to expand the lower platform. If you know, feel free to comment if you've played the public demo. And no, because I have no idea. But yeah, so far, I think it's really interesting. It's just initially you're going to have that learning curve unless you've played like a lot of Frostpunk and stuff like that. But even then, you still have some of your own, or the game still has some of its own sort of mechanics or systems or verbiage that you kind of have to get used to. But I'm liking it so far. I'm really intrigued. Like, I want to keep playing and keep figuring out where things go. And it can either go really well or really bad really quick. But I think that's the interesting element to it, is you just don't know. And, you know, and how do you juggle the good and the bad? So that's what I'm really intrigued on. And I'm really intrigued on like the whole tower defense element, because this is supposed to be also a tower defense game. Fugitive camp. The refugees are reluctant to speak with the rangers. After what happened, they fear heading toward Alarin. To them, setting foot on the tree seems even more dangerous than staying put and breathing the fog. Luckily, the shroud has not yet claimed their souls, and they allowed themselves to be persuaded. Alright, so we have some more people. That means more mouths to feed, more housing we need, but we have more people now to assign to tasks so we can gather more resources. So that is a huge plus. But what do you think of this game? I'm really liking it. I think the music is great, sound effects great. Again, just a little too loud in this private demo. But other than that, I think they're all really, really nice. And this is going to be quite the immersive time kill, if anything. And it's going to get you to really think and hopefully push your moral compass a little bit. So, but let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other. I look forward to hanging out with you in the next one.